I just wanted to start this video by saying thank you. And why do I say thank you? Because right now I am working with clients from all over the world. And in this video, I wanted to take this opportunity to talk a little bit about my story, because a lot of the content that you watch is always based around real estate and Dubai, because I'm trying to help you and educate you on making an informed decision, whether you work with me or you don't. I know that people have watched my videos and they've learned something that's helped them make the right decision when it comes to buying property. And you know, for most people that I work with, people are putting in a lot of money. You know, people are putting in hard-earned money that's been saved for years and years and years. And investing in the Middle East is a scary thing if you've never bought a property over here, and I fully understand that. So I wanted to take this time to explain my journey and why I'm in this industry, just to hopefully give you a bit more insight into me. Because if you do trust me to be your trusted broker, then I'm sure we're going to have an amazing relationship, and I'm definitely going to help you make money. And we're going to build a friendship, because that's how I like to work with my clients. I'm not just a salesman. So stay tuned. Well, first of all, guys, you know my name by now because I say it in every video. My name is Joe Butler, and I am the real estate agent out here in the heart of Dubai. And you know, as of now, I'm very grateful that YouTube is actually bringing me a lot of my clients. It's connecting me with people from America, UK, Europe, you know, even like a place like Brazil. Like, honestly, if you saw the types of people I work with, it's so diverse and I love every second of it. But you know, it's not always been this easy for me. You know, this industry is very, very harsh. So for me, being able to make an impact and help you guys is something else. So I've been in Dubai for a number of years now. And you know, people ask me, well, what did you do before? Have you always been into sales? Well, the truth is, yes, I have. I mean, when I was really young, I actually used to be an engineer. And to be honest, I always had my ambitions set so much higher. Because, you know, when I was an engineer, I was in an office, and it wasn't for me because, you know, I saw what potential, if you put 110% into life, you can get out of it. Because, you know, social media was only just becoming a big thing when I was back, you know, in the younger days. But, you know, as I've grew, I actually started to understand that there's so much more to life, right? And then, you know, if you want more out of life, you've got to earn more money, you know, to be able to have the freedom to travel and do all these other things. So eventually, when I left my engineering career, went into personal training. If you actually scroll down on my YouTube, you know, I used to be massive. I used to be a competitive bodybuilder. I used to have a stupid perm. Honestly, if you've got the minute, just go through my YouTube and just look at the videos, and you get to really understand my story. But I started off as an online coach and a personal trainer, and I did that for a number of years, and you know what, I absolutely loved it. But then, to be honest, again, I started to feel like there was more to it, and you know, although I loved what I did, it still got a bit repetitive, and I was like, you know, I've got to do something else, something more rewarding, something more fulfilling, because at the end of the day, when you're training people for fitness, there's only a percentage of people who really actually want to change their bodies and their mindset. And you know, a lot of people start it and then realize, oh, it's too hard, I want to do something else. But then during COVID, it got a little bit intense. Money was low. I didn't know what to do. I wasn't working for anybody. So luckily I got a couple of those grants that you get from the government. But at the end of the day, I was still not in a position that I wanted to be in. So I decided this is time now to leave the UK. So after I left the UK, I moved to Marbella, and I lived there again for a number of years. And you know what? That's when I got a real taste for what the sun is like, and what it's like to live in a place where, you know, nothing really matters anymore apart from good health, good life, sun, and all of these other elements. But unfortunately, the online coaching business, to be honest, it just really didn't work out for me. You know, I was never really someone who could communicate too much with somebody through a Zoom call when I'm really trying to kick them up the arse to do better in fitness and health. Especially during COVID, I felt like everyone was a little bit demotivated. But I always used to love, you know, the filming aspect of the content I used to create for my fitness pages. And that's when I started to fall in love with actually film producing and, you know, movie making. And that's what I was actually really good at. So I decided one day, right, you know what, I'm going to set up a business doing this. And then that's what I did. I'm not going to go into too much detail, but throughout the course of Marbella, I filmed some amazing things. I got to meet some incredible people. I actually got to meet some of like my idols, or what I would say, in terms of football players who I'm now working with today, because I sort of linked them connections. And then again, I wanted the next challenge. I loved Marbella, I really did. And maybe one day I'll move back to that side of the world. But unfortunately, in Spain, everything is mañana, let's do it tomorrow. You know, everything's just like slow pace. No one's really hustling so hard. And that's when the idea of Dubai came up. So one day I decided, right, let's get on a flight. Done it once, let's do it again. And that's when I went to Dubai. And I actually pursued my real estate career a little bit in Marbella. I started to, work with real estate agents. I used to refer a lot of clients. I got to know the market. But then I got to Dubai and I thought, right, let's start filming stuff over here. And then that's when I started to film real estate in this amazing city. And again, I was actually working with some of the top brokers, top 5 earners, earning millions and millions of dollars per year. And then, after a few conversations and after many months of doing videography out here, I was like, I feel like I could probably do this. I already have a good network. I'm very good at talking to people. I've got a lot of friends in the industry who could help me out. And that's when I one day decided to bite the bullet and go into a commission-only job. And I tell you now, for the first 6 months, that was the hardest 6 months of my life. I swear, I used all of my savings. I used every single penny I had just to be able to make it work. Hustling on the weekends to do video work just to be able to earn an income, just to survive, because Dubai's expensive. And then it really started to tick for me. I really started to understand and be able to work in a way where I was trusted. I was always trusted, but I didn't really know, much about the industry. So, there were things I couldn't answer, but then I started to get more knowledgeable and I put 110% into this industry. Blood, sweat and tears, literally. I got to a point where I was like, this is it now. I know I've solidified my decision and this is what I want to pursue. And now for the many years I've been in real estate, I've really started to love this industry. My girlfriend says, God, you work so much. I'm like, yeah, but I'm hustling, I'm helping people. I'll give up any day of the week to help my clients make the right decision. Of course I have my downtime, but this industry is not for the faint-hearted. It's not for people that aren't willing to answer phone calls at 11:30 at night. It's not for people that aren't willing to get up and just go and film things for your clients and show them around and put all of the effort and the decisions into what you're doing, That's why I made this video, because, I get a lot of people coming to me who don't know me, right? I'm doing many calls per week from you guys all over the world, and you are taking time out of your day and you're speaking to me, Joe Butler, this random guy on YouTube who sells real estate. But I appreciate that more than anything, because after a few conversations with my clients, I make sure I don't just try to sell you something. I'm not just like, yes, hi, how are you? Do you want to buy this? I want to get to know you. I want to understand what you want to do with your life. I want to understand why you're investing. How financially difficult is it for you to invest? I don't want you to have any pressure on you just so I could make a commission. I want to make sure that I'm helping you build a future in a place right now where, people are making lots of money. So why not have a slice of the pie? Because, in the US, taxes are going higher, the UK taxes are going higher, Europe taxes are going higher. You can't even wear a Rolex in the UK without it probably getting stolen. In the US, shootings are going crazy. Parts of Europe, protests, wars. So that's why everyone wants to come and get a taste of the Middle East. And I am honored to be able to be the people's broker who you can trust. So I actually hope you've enjoyed this video. As I said, this was just not real estate related at all, but I wanted to give you an insight into myself. Because if you do decide to use me as your broker, then I will give you 110%. I'll answer your messages faster than you'll ever imagine, because I'm always on my phone. And as I said, my girlfriend hates it, but business is business. And I'll make sure that you make the right informed decisions with my trustworthy guidance so that you are confident in your decision. And obviously I'll leave a little note at the end of this video. If you want to book in a call, then feel free to reach out. And I look forward to hearing you on the call. If not, enjoy my videos. I hope you get something out of it, and I hope you make the right decision investing in the Dubai market if you decide to do it.